buds on the trees and brackets burst, it can only mean one thing: March in Kentucky. And while March always brings madness, this episode is March Mayhem as we take you all across the world with our students, faculty and staff. Recap our enormous exuberance of events and shine the spotlight on students making a difference. Giddy up for this Gatton Goes Global, Great Graduates and Grenoble, gratuitous goings on and Great Britain Gatherings gig we call Simon Says. Spring is in the air. Aside from allergies, that also means spring break. And viewers, I'm not exaggerating when I say our students got to travel all across the world this March, learning about business intricacies in different regions. Let's take a look in this segment we call Gatton Goes Global. First up, Professor John Sailing led our Wall Street and Palliser scholars on an unforgettable journey to the concrete jungle called the Big Apple, New York City. From Wall Street to Times Square, our students immersed themselves in the heart of finance and commerce by visiting 13 different companies and 6 cultural sites. I'm also so thankful for our New York City alums, our Finance Advisory Board members, and of course, our former Palliser scholars who gave our students such valuable real-world exposure in the heart of the financial industry. Extra appreciation goes to Lane Garrett, Joel Trout, Michael McMahon, and John Stewart, who hosted the students at these events and meetings. Meanwhile, Michael Bowling, a Gatton College executive in residence, and Willie Carver guided a group from our Gatton Americas initiative on an eco-adventure to the lush landscapes of Costa Rica. Students visited global players like Microsoft and the Starbucks Hacienda Coffee Farm, local companies like Jack Snacks and Cafe Brit to learn about international business. They met students at Leeds University, visited a volcano, and wrapped up in the spectacular Manuel Antonio National Park on the Pacific Ocean. And then across the pond, Darshak Patel and Catherine Hale led a group of students to study business analytics in the global world, jointly hosted by Gatton and the Leeds University in the United Kingdom. From touring the Leeds Rhinos Rugby League Club stadium to gaining insights into the data cloud with Snowflake, our students dove into the complexities of international data analysis and explored similarities and differences between the United Kingdom and the United States. Also in the EU, our own Candice Bramley Hardesty accompanied our MBA candidates for a cultural expedition to Grenoble, France, the capital of the Alps. Our students had an amazing trip being immersed in French culture and practiced design thinking and open innovation techniques, then applied them to an innovation project with a French sports firm, Salomon. Special thanks to our partner school, Grenoble École de Management. From the bustling streets of New York City to the serene landscapes of Costa Rica, the Alps and historical cities, can you imagine a better spring break, viewers? The world has changed since we were students, hasn't it? And viewers, I just love it when our students are using their degrees to help make the world a better place. Today I'm joined by 3 students from our corporate responsibility class who've just launched a great new initiative. Viewers, please give a warm Simon Says welcome to Nathan, Shelby and Will. Thanks for joining me, guys. First off, tell us about the corporate responsibility class.
Yeah, so we're all Global Scholar students within the honors pathways, and it's one of our honors classes that we're taking. So basically, Dr. Pelosa is just challenging us to see what a non-traditional market context looks like, where values lie beyond profit, but in the corporate social responsibility that a corporation can hold. So that's part of why we're doing this project, and we're so excited to promote the Anchal project.
Tell us about your project. What got you interested in it?
So this project is, we're working with Anchal Project, which is a company in Louisville, and they help with women in India who are domestically abused and get them out of that situation and offer them a job to help better their situation The products that they're making are handmade blankets to tote bags to crossbody bags.
That's great, and amazing that on top of helping solve fair trade issues, it's also empowering women. Tell us more about that, Aisha.
So what Anshul is striving to do is help women overcome the commercial sex trade in India. Actually, 95% of the women who work for Anshul in India are escaping the commercial sex trade. And so pretty much Anshul teaches them skills and has them make products both for themselves and for Anshul as a project. And then this money from the products goes back to the artisans in India.
How are you guys getting the word out about this product?
We have plans to be posted in the Chevy Chaser and in the Southsider, which are just newspapers around Lexington that go out to certain neighborhoods. We also are trying to make plans to go on live from Chevy Chase, which is kind of a good morning show that I know my mom watched growing up, so hopefully that will promote to Lexington audience. And then we're also trying to push kind of a social media campaign because we know that's big as well. So Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, we're trying to use ads on there as well.
And viewers, there's a special deal for you guys. Tell us about that.
Yes, if you go to our landing page, if you use the code FAIRTRADE10, you can get 10% off of your order, and it'll help us track our sales.
Thank you guys for making such a great difference to such a real world practical problem. And also, kudos to Professor John Pelosa for guiding students like you towards such meaningful projects that make a real difference.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for sharing your insights today. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And viewers, remember last month I told you we had upcoming events for days. Well, we never sit still too long here at the Gatton College. It's time for the college calendar recap with my faux American accent. First up, the 5th annual sales competition. A big shout out to Brian Murtha for organising yet another fantastic event. This year's competition was a smashing success with 5 talented students walking away with cash prizes. Let's give a round of applause to Madeline, Hannah, Ethan, Jonathan, and Sarah. Special thank you to our platinum sponsor Dell and all our gold and silver partners for their support. Your contribution helped make this event possible and unforgettable. Our Gatton Research Excellence Series showcased the brilliant work of 5 award-winning doctoral candidates. Their presentations were not only informative, but also inspiring, shedding light on their groundbreaking research. And this month's Simon Says shout out goes to our good mate Scott Roth. Thanks Scott for sharing this great photo with us. Always a pleasure connecting with you. Which reminds me, don't forget to share your alumni updates with us. We'd love to feature you and share your success on future programs. From all around the world and all across your calendars, that brings Gatton's March Madness episode to a close. And I can't wait to join you next month for Honours Season, Hall of Fame, and so much more. Until then, be well and go Cats.